In part 4, we saw how the tribes escaped slavery, received God's covenant, and entered the promised land. But the journey was far from over. In this part, we'll watch the tribes rise as a powerful kingdom under mighty kings, and then witness the heartbreaking division that changed Israel forever. After Joshua's death, the tribes faced many challenges. Without a central leader, each tribe often did what was right in its own eyes. So they were repeatedly conquered by surrounding nations. God raised up judges leaders like Deborah, Gideon, and Samson to rescue the tribes from their enemies. But the cycle repeated. Disobedience, oppression, repentance, and deliverance. The people began to cry out for a king to unite them. God gave them Saul of the tribe of Benjamin as the first king. Saul was tall and strong, but he disobeyed God's commands on several occasions. Remember when God told him to completely destroy the Amalekites? But he spared their best things and even their king? Because of Saul's failures, God chose another King David from the tribe of Judah. But don't worry, Saul's line didn't end. His son, Jonathan, became an eternal king through his lineage, Jesus Christ, the Messiah. David defeated Goliath, the giant from Gath, and united the tribes of Israel, making Jerusalem, from the tribe of Judah, the capital of his kingdom. Under David's leadership, the 12 tribes became one strong nation. God made a covenant with David, promising that his descendants would rule forever. This is recorded in 2 Samuel chapter 7, verses 12 to 16. When your days are fulfilled and you rest with your fathers, I will raise up your offspring after you, who will come from your own body, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build me a house, and I will establish his throne in perpetuity. I will be a father to him, and he will be a son to me. And I will not take my mercy and my faithfulness away from him. Nor will I allow him to have offspring outside the house of his father or descendants on the throne of the house of Israel. But his offspring shall come from his body, and he will be known as my son in the house of his father. And I will not withdraw my loving kindness and my faithfulness from him. Nor will I make his offspring or his descendants to decrease on the throne of Israel. Thus David became the father of the city of Jerusalem and the king of the whole of Israel. He gave great strength and name to Israel and united all its tribes. And after him, his son Solomon became king. Solomon built the magnificent temple in Jerusalem where all tribes could come to worship God. During his reign, Israel reached its height of wealth, wisdom, and influence. Kings and queens came from distant lands to hear his wisdom. But Solomon's heart turned toward foreign gods, and his heavy taxes burdened the people. These seeds of division grew during Solomon's reign and eventually led to the splitting up of the kingdom into 2 separate kingdoms after his death. The northern kingdom, Israel, was made up of 10 tribes, led by Jeroboam, Solomon's former officer. Its capital eventually became Samaria. The southern kingdom, Judah, was made up of Judah and Benjamin, with Jerusalem as its capital. The Levites largely sided with Judah to serve in the temple. The once united tribes were now divided. Israel and Judah often fought against each other, weakening the people of God. During the division, God called many prophets like Elijah, Elisha, and Isaiah to call the people back to him. But the northern kingdom sank deeper into idolatry. They set up golden calves and turned away from God's covenant. The southern kingdom of Judah remained faithful longer, but they too struggled with sin and rebellion. As we close this episode, let's think about some important lessons. The rise and fall of the kingdom of Israel teaches us powerful truths. Unity brings strength. Division brings weakness. God blesses obedience, but rebellion leads to downfall. Even in failure, God's promises remain. From the tribe of Judah would come a king whose reign would never end. In part 5, we saw Israel's greatest glory and its greatest division. The 12 tribes, once united under David, became 2 rival kingdoms. But the story isn't over. In part 6, we'll see the tribes face exile, captivity, and the hope of restoration. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so you can follow the journey of the 12 tribes of Israel to the very end.